Hey guys, Scott here with Flip & Customize, doing another episode today and actually mixing it up a little bit. We're doing a little woodworking, and I do some of that from time to time. The old Rustic, burn the wood and whatnot, and mix it into the rat rod type builds and whatnot. What we're doing today is a shop sign. So I'm going to be fabricating a shop sign for my shop here, for my small business. And what I've got is another garage, a local garage, Chuck's Auto, right here in my hometown of Wells. He has a sweet plasma table, and I made my own shop sign design. He burned it out onto a piece of steel for me. It's gonna hang on a piece of oak, rustic oak log, literally laying out by my barn. My neighbor milled it up. We just ripped it down to a 3x3, and I'm gonna give it a quick sand. I'm gonna put the brackets together, build the bracket out of the oak. We're gonna burn it. We're gonna linseed oil it. We're gonna clear coat the steel sign. I'm gonna leave it steel colored because it's awesome. And we're gonna put it together. This thing's gonna be sweet. Here's the oak. So this is about an 8-foot 3x3 piece of oak that was a log about, a couple weeks ago. So it isn't super dry, which, I mean, it'd be better if it was a little dry, but it's not, so it is what it is. I'm not waiting all winter because I'm impatient. And check this bad boy out. This steel sign, Chuck's Auto burned this baby out for me on his plasma table. Badass. It's about, I don't know, 30 inches across, couple feet high, yeah. 18 inches high or so. That's gonna hang off this bracket on the side of the shop here. And I actually had bought some, originally, excuse my footage here, just some galvanized chains the sign was gonna hang from. Then I thought of it, and I'm like, you know what? That doesn't fit my theme or my builds or anything, so see ya. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to the scrap bucket. Oh yeah, this is my favorite place to work out of. We got a bunch of old safety chains from trailers and whatnot that I have rebuilt. And that's what the sign's gonna hang off from because, you know, why not? It'd be perfect. We'll clear coat them up, and that's what the sign will hang off from. Again, this is gonna be a pretty straightforward, fun little weekend project. And when we're done, this thing's hanging on the side of the shop, and I'm gonna try to find like a solar-powered spotlight to light this baby up at night. So, stay tuned.
Victory is the only real option here. No, get in your game.
All right, here it is, guys. We got the 3x3 all rough sanded down. I took the belt sander with some 80 grit on it, smoothed her up. Again, we don't want it perfect. It's not what this shop is about, perfection. So, she sanded down. I'm gonna mark her all up, get it all laid out, and I'm gonna bring it up to my chop saw and get this thing cut up into the pieces we need. Then we'll pre-drill everything out, bolt it all together, and the bracket will be done and ready for some burning and linseed oil. All right, we got her all laid out here, hard to see the marks and whatnot, and we're gonna bring her up and get this thing, the pieces all cut up, and get ready for some notching and assembly. All right, there it is. Nothing fancy, but got the pieces all cut out. I'm not like a finished carpenter or anything, but I can put wood together, I guess you would say. In a nutshell, it's kind of gonna go like so. I'm just gonna put this together here quickly for you. It'll kind of look like this with the sign hanging off mid. Let me grab it. Like so. On the side of the shop. So that's kind of in a nutshell what it'll look like. It's gonna be badass. All right, we're gonna pre-drill and start lagging this baby together. All right, as you can see, I got I'm throwing my bits around. The wood piece is all notched out. I got a little fancy here on the horizontal piece. I actually notched it in. And what we're gonna do, that's gonna fasten through the back. I got these headlock fasteners here. They work awesome. I mean, technically, you don't even have to pre-drill for these. This is very, very, very fresh oak that's going to be prone to splitting when it dries. So I'm going to do a couple small pre-drill holes here and there. And we're gonna countersink a few of them so that they're not sticking out or whatnot, so they look good. And we'll get this thing bolted together. Well, here it is, guys. This thing is all bolted together with our headlock fasteners. As you can see, I did pre-drill, countersunk a little bit. There's still some moisture coming out of the wood here. And what I did is I also pre-drilled for a couple of fasteners. What the hangers for the sign are going to be just some powder-coated Durasteel 5/16 hangers that are going to thread into this. We're going to take our old safety chains, rusty safety chains from the trailers. They're going to connect to that. And that will connect to the sign right about here. So what we'll do now is I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna get the torch out and start burning this thing to get the look that I really want. And after she's burned, we'll linseed oil it. The sign itself, this is raw steel still right now, so I gotta acetone it, wipe it down, and clear coat it, as well as the rusty chain too, before this thing can actually go onto this and on the side of the shop. So we'll go ahead and start the burning process. All right, I know I had done this in the fast motion, but I just kind of wanted to show you how this really goes on the bare wood. And oak, the grains in oak really come to life when you put the torch to it. And again, this is just a small propane torch. It's nothing. I didn't take out the oxyacetylene, nothing like that. Would it go faster with that? Absolutely it would. But it would also burn the snot out of it. I do like that, I caught myself. Before you get the look you want, the next thing you know, you've charred it so bad that you went too far. And then the only way to recover at that point is to break out the sander again and start sanding it. But as you can see, the wood really starts to pop when the torch is put to it and the grain starts to really pop and come out. And like I said, this is all going to get linseed oil. That comes on next. And that actually ambers up the wood too, not only protecting it, but changes the tone yet again. So this thing changes transformation like 2 or 3 times until you get the look that you want. And the look we want is just come to life. Rustic, but clean. And she's almost there. So I don't know if you just caught that in the time lapse. Not only was I using the screwdriver the wrong way, but I actually broke off one of my hangers here right into the base material, and I did pre-drill that. So oak is that dense, and this was a 5/16 bolt. So what I'm gonna do is just pre-drill right beside it, so you're not getting that out of there. Luckily we have room to spare, room to play. I gotta run the lows anyway, so I'm gonna pick up another one of these this afternoon and redo that one that I obviously screwed up. I could have edited it out. I did not, because you know what? We all make mistakes. But anyway, here's where the shop sign is, the old safety chain. Just to kind of give you an idea off of a trailer there, what we're doing for the sign to hang off from. Pretty cool, I like it. Wasn't gonna use that. I had the new chain there on the floor, and I said, you know what? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't go with my theme or my style, so we're gonna use this here. Hey, before it got dark, I wanted to kind of take you out into the yard down by the barn and show you what I'm dealing with. And that was, as you can see, what that shop sign, the whole oak bracket assembly we're making. That's what it looked like a few weeks ago. It was doomed for firewood, and every now and then, I got a bunch of it in the yard. I go ahead and make something cool out of the wood because we have plenty here up in Maine. And I actually enjoy adding the wood into the builds. So I wanted to show you that before we moved on. All right, I just wanted to quickly show you what I use. It's just straight up boiled linseed oil, and I don't dilute it when I'm using it on wood, whether you spray it on, brush it on, wipe it on, whatever you're gonna do. However, I do dilute it when I use it on like the shop truck and I protected the patina. That's a different mixture. Same thing, you can apply it the same way, but I do dilute it because it tends to be a little tacky. Wood, it soaks right in, so within like a day, this thing it's gonna look nice, but it's not gonna be tacky anymore. With the shop truck, the patina surface, if you put it on straight, it's gonna be real tacky. Even diluting it, it's tacky. But this boiled linseed oil, I pour it into like a quart container and brush it on the wood anyway. That's how I do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I laid a couple of coats of clear, gloss clear on the shop sign. That's why the garage is so fumey right now. Because actually I forgot to turn the vent on. But anyway, we're getting close to the point where this thing is gonna be ready to mount on the wall. So let's get there done. Yeah, I'll take you for a quick walk around on the bracketry for the shop sign, all linseed oiled. As you can see, I didn't even wipe it off. I just went full 100% linseed oil with a brush. Hasn't all soaked in yet, but it will soak in overnight here. And I'll actually touch up a few areas, like some of the end grain here. It really soaked that in quickly. So I'll probably hit that a few times, but that's the look here. All burned and linseed oiled. Let's make a badass sign bracket. There we go. We got some clear laid down on the shop sign. Went with a gloss clear with this one. She's gonna look good with on the rustic bracket mounted to the side of the shop and stuff. And I actually picked up a solar spotlight to get embedded into the ground. It'll give this thing some light at night without having to plug it in. So we're getting close. All right, here we are outside. It's the next day now. We let the bracket and the linseed oil soak in real well overnight, as well as the clear coat. It's only like 30 degrees out here today. So we're gonna lay it out, get the bracket bolted to the wall. I found the studs, or I think I did. We'll find out. And get this thing hung up. There it is, all hung up on the side of the shop here. Looks pretty badass, gleaming with the sun in the background. I actually put a little solar spotlight on it for the evenings. Not gonna work too well in the winter with the snow and whatnot, but whatever, it's on there. So there you have it. There's a complete shop sign, plasma out of 1/8 inch steel, clear coated. Some old rusty trailer safety chains, and then the oak log was literally milled a few weeks ago. It's into a 3x3. Everything's countersunk with tech screws and burned and protected with linseed oil on the side of the shop. So if you like it, you want more videos, hit subscribe. Thanks, YouTube.